Hello and welcome to this video on Azure Storage. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. You can see this video and much more like it at computerchest.com. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about creating a storage account in Azure using Powershell. So I've mapped out the actual steps that this needs on this diagram just to give you an idea of what we're actually doing before I head over to the Powershell ISE and show you the code. So the first step would be to install the AzureRM module within Powershell. That then needs to be imported into Powershell. What I tend to do after that is check the version of the module. Next is to connect to the Azure subscription, and then I list out the storage accounts that are already there and see what's going on there. The next thing to do is to define the variables that are going to be used when you actually create the storage account. So you're going to need to set a variable for the location, which resource it's going to go into, the storage account name, what you want to call it, and the SKU name. That's basically telling you what redundancy it's going to have, so I will show you that a bit later. And then beyond that, we're going to then create the resource group. You can skip this step if you already have a resource group created that you want to put it into. We create the storage account and then finally retrieve the contexts so that you can actually work with the storage account. So after this, I'm going to head over to the Powershell ISE and show you the demo. Okay, so we're in the Powershell ISE now. I've run this as administrator because it needs administrator rights to install the module. What I'm going to go through is each line by line, and I've also commented a large majority of this so that you understand exactly what's going on. So the first command here is install module, so this will actually install the module. Just going to run that. Okay, so it will tell you here that it's installing modules from Untrusted repository. This is simply because I've just not set the PS gallery to be a trusted repository, but we know that this is where we're downloading it from, the Powershell gallery, so I'm just going to agree yes to all to that. Okay, so it's warning me here that it's already installed, and it just says that if you want to install the latest version, to add the false parameter, that will install it side by side. So if you were to run this yourself and it not be installed, then that would obviously just install it for the first time. Okay, so I'm going to import the module now. Okay, that's completed successfully. If I just do get module here, it will then show you that I've got version 5.7.0. This will most likely be different from when you come to watch this video. So the next one is to connect to the Azure account. So this brings up this window here for you to sign in. I'm going to pause the video shortly while I sign in and pick it back up once it's successfully authenticated me. Okay, so after successfully authenticating into Azure with my username and password, that command is completed and it's confirmed the environment and also other things such as the subscription ID. So now I can run the get AzureRM StorageAccount command, and you can see there that there's not actually any storage accounts created on this subscription so far. So this was the portion that I was talking about earlier, defining all the variables. So you can see location, I've got East US there. Resource group, I've given that a resource group name, a name for the storage account, and the SKU name. Now I've got this here as standard LRS, which stands for locally redundant storage. You've got standard geo-redundant storage, standard read access geo-redundant storage. You've got standard zone redundant storage and premium locally redundant storage. I've just, for the purposes of this example, gone for standard locally redundant storage. So I'm going to define all those variables. That's completed. So now is on to create the new resource group. Okay, that resource group creation completed successfully. Okay, so now we can go ahead and create the storage account. As you can see, the command lets new-AzureRmStorageAccount. So we're going to give it the variables of the resource group name. The name is going to be the storage account name defined up here. The location we've specified up here as well, and also the SKU name. I've got this one as standard LRS. Let's go ahead and run that now. Take a few moments to run through till it's deployed. Okay, that's completed successfully, and now we're just going to retrieve the context into the $context variable. Okay, that's it for the PowerShell part of this demonstration. Just going to quickly show you the Azure portal so you can see that you can verify that that's been created with that view as well. Okay, so I'm showing you the Azure portal now, and you can see here that the storage account that we just successfully created in the PowerShell ISE is now showing within the portal, so that you know that it has been completed successfully. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you for your support.